I would have all of my life documented in like journal scrapbook form in one book. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It's Amanda, and I just wanted to do this short video just talking about something that I just ordered that I am super excited about. I don't know if you guys see on your Facebook feed or Instagram or whatever social media you use, but I see ads for my social book. And when I first saw this, like usually I am so good at ignoring ads, like I never pay attention to my ads, but this one caught my eye because the idea behind it is literally something I have been telling my husband for years. This is something that some enterprising company needs to get on board with because I would order one. And so when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, somebody is finally doing this. So what my social book is this company that takes all of your social media of choice and turns all of your posts into a book. Genius, right? I know. You guys have probably seen the ads for these too. It's like, oh my gosh, I have been waiting for this day to come when somebody finally came up with this idea and implemented it. So the reason I am so excited about it is because I post a lot on my personal Facebook, just, you know, documenting stuff that's going on in our lives, just ideas that I have. You know, I just put it out there on Facebook. I post pictures of my kids. Like I said, I've talked to Bill about this for years. I was like, man, if I could just get all of this stuff in physical book form, it would be like my personal diary and scrapbook all in one, because that's basically what I use Facebook for, because I put all of our, you know, highlight photos and, you know, all of my ideas about things and, you know, like talking about things that are going on with the kids, things that are going on with us, reflections, like all sorts of things. So it really is kind of like a journal for me. And with all the pictures, it really is like a scrapbook. So like having all of that together in this one book, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I was just so delighted. So what I told Bill was back in December, that's what I wanted for Christmas this year. And for the next few years, I wanted to order 2 per year. I wanted to get one at the end of each year, you know, to cover the span of that year, and then one of my previous years. Because I have been on Facebook since 2005, I think. Yeah, I first got on Facebook when I was in college, like back when it was like, I'm the same age as Mark Zuckerberg. So I was in college when the whole Facebook thing got started, and back when it was just a college thing, it was only for college students back then, and they slowly were adding like each new college, you know, as they showed interest. And so I go way back on Facebook. That's over 10 years now. It's a little scary. And so I have documented a lot of my life on there for the past decade. And so I thought, oh, this is amazing. I'm so bad about journaling. I'm so bad about scrapbooking. So if I could get one of these books for each year since 2005, I would have all of my life documented in like journal scrapbook form in one book. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I get it without having to do any extra work at all. Like I don't have to sit and do all of the hours and hours of work that it takes to make a scrapbook. And the journaling, I mean, it's basically I'm just writing my ideas down as they come to me in the moment. Like I'm not having to like sit down at a separate time and journal. You know, it's like it's all there. So anyway, I told my husband that's what I wanted, and he agreed. And I said that, you know, I keep seeing these ads for like 50% off, 40% off that come up every once in a while in my feed. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait until I see one of the ads that's promoting the 40 or 50% off, and then I'll jump on it. So that's what I did, and I actually had to wait a couple of months because sometimes I would like see the ad on my phone when I was like away from the house. I'm like, I can't order one of these mobile, you know, I have to do it from my laptop. And so finally, a few weeks ago, the ad came up when I was browsing my Facebook feed on my laptop. And so I was like, I'm going to jump on it now. And so I did. They were having a 40% off special because normally these things would be pretty darn expensive. So just to give you an idea just how much content, I mean, because it includes the comments from everybody and everything if you so choose. My content is 298 pages, and so it's a hefty book. And so, you know, the more pages it has, the more expensive it is. So that's why I especially wanted to get it when it was discounted. So I jumped on it. And as you can see, I've taped off, this just has our family name on there, which I don't put out on YouTube. So that's how I just decided that I was going to title the covers of these when I have one made, is just our family, and the date January 1st, 2015 through December 31st, 2015. So it's all of 2015. And I'm not going to show you up close, obviously, because it has personal information in it. But for example, oh, here's Sophie's birth. You guys have actually seen these pictures on my birth vlogs. But just, you know, it gives you an idea of how it's laid out here. And it goes by month. And so you can just see, you know, it has all the pictures you post. It has, you know, all of the things that you share, all of the little memes and everything that you share, all of the posts that you write. And for all of these, it shows like, you know, the likes that you got and all of the comments below. For example, here's something that I was musing about with our potty training experience with Alex. And there are all of these comments for it. And I'm really glad that I have that, because it's also not just like scrapbook and journal, but it's also like correspondence with people and like the really interesting discussions that you've had with people, which I use Facebook for a lot as well. I have really awesome discussions and dialogues with people on there, and it's all in here. Oh, it's amazing. I'm not being paid to talk about this. I just thought that it was a genius idea. Although if Social Book were to approach me and want me to do a review, I would do it in a heartbeat. But I think that it is just an amazing idea, and I love it since I don't have to do any extra work. And when you're going online and making your book, you can choose specifically what you want to be in there, what you don't want to be in there. You can, you know, uncheck, you know, this album, that album. You can choose to do highlights of your year. You can choose to get rid of specific posts if you don't want those in there. I just chose to put it all in there because that's the easiest thing to do, and I feel pretty comfortable with everything that I put on Facebook. But you can be really nitpicky about what you want to go in there too, so it's pretty fabulous. Anyway, that's my raving review about my social book. I am just so excited to accumulate these over the years and just like have our lives documented. It's going to be amazing. I hope that this is the kind of thing that our grandchildren and great-grandchildren can look at one day and just kind of get a little glimpse into our lives and just see what we did, you know, back in 2015 or back in 2008 or whatever it was, and, you know, what we were thinking and how we lived our lives and that kind of thing. I think, me being like a genealogy freak, I think that it's really interesting reading like the journals of my grandparents and great-grandparents and looking at old pictures of how they lived their lifestyle and just seeing my family, you know, a few generations ago. And I just think that not only for my sake and my kids' sake and my husband's sake and looking back on all of this stuff, but just for future generations, I think that it will be a really cool keepsake in the future as well. So anyway, that is my raving review about my social book. If you guys have tried my social book before, I think there are a couple other companies that do similar things. Let me know in the comments, have you guys been happy with it? Or let me know if you're thinking about trying it, because I think it's a pretty cool thing. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to head on over and like my Eat, Pray, Crunch Facebook page, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already so you can get a little notification each time I put up a new video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.